Ready?
This is the Girls Like Girls podcast. I am your host, Leslie, aka the Leslie Martinez.
And I'm your co-host, Gerald, the realist.
Today, we have episode 7. We have 2 guests,
Lucky number 7.
Jojo Yami.
Hello.
Shout out.
Yo, what's up?
Introduce yourselves. Where do you want all the ladies to find you guys? IG. Just go ahead and lay it out now.
No.
Jojo_Jody on IG. That's about it.
I'm Yami Lex, and my IG handle is YMLX_12.
You guys
follow me
single?
there.
Single?
Single.
Ready to mingle, baby.
Single, ready to mingle. That's
Yeah,
where
I'm
you can
single.
find them.
Nah, I appreciate you guys coming out. I hope you guys are ready to fucking let loose on some secrets and some juicy ass moments and memories and stories.
Bet. Thanks for having us.
For sure. Anything like interesting you guys want to let people know? Like maybe football or something? Like.
So, yeah, we play professional tackle football here in Phoenix for the Phoenix Prowlers. Number 3. Woo woo.
Yeah, and I'm number 50, a linebacker. So if you guys want to go support, go watch us play, follow us on IG, Phoenix Prowlers, and keep up to date.
What are you drinking?
So I'm drinking raspberry tea with green apple Ciroc. Definitely recommend that. It's fire.
Just straight up green apple Ciroc.
Straight
up.
See?
Cheers.
No chasing, no nothing, huh?
Oh, chaser.
Cheers.
Definitely. But, you know.
Go ahead, sip. I'm go ahead and join you on that.
Cheers.
Drink water, guys. Stay healthy.
So I want to know what your guys' first impressions were of each other, since you 3 are closer, obviously, than me. What was your guys' impressions of each other?
So the first time that we met at the cabin, I looked at you and I was like, damn, she looked good.
Okay.
Like, she was like hella, wearing her braids and shit. Like, she looked. I was like,
Clean.
damn.
Like,
I was fly
But
back
she
in the
definitely
day.
gives off vibe like, I'm not here to fuck around. I'm not here to be your friend. She's like.
But I'm cool, though.
Yeah, she's like cool. You see her, she's doing her thing,
Right.
So I was like, I didn't approach her. I don't think I really said hi to her that time. We kind of just like looked at each other. It's like, who's that? And that was it.
That's why I was like, well, why was she so like, just kind of standoffish? But I was like, cool, like whatever. Like she didn't give me a dirty look or like a bad vibe. It was just like.
So were you guys together? You and Justin?
No, we had just started talking. We had just met.
Oh, okay.
So.
What the fuck? That's surprising me though, because usually you're the type to like go up to everyone and be like, "What's up?" and like introduce yourself.
That day I was just riding solo, so it was just me and she was like with 2 other friends. And then I met her from the Phoenix Prowlers.
Yeah.
What was her first time? It was at a tryout, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was at a tryout.
And then we just
You're like, damn, she's fast.
we were doing some team bonding. We went to like a couple games. Yeah, she's fast. She's pretty athletic.
Thank you.
It's crazy. But yeah, and then we just kind of met through other like teammates. Like, she was cool with other teammates but good ass people, good vibes, good people.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers it up. Damn, coach about to be mad as fuck at y'all tomorrow.
Throwing up.
Oh yeah, we have practice at 9 a.m.
That's terrible.
But we drink responsible.
That's good. You should.
All right, can I dive?
Go ahead,
Dive
dive
in
deep.
now. Let's dive in. All right.
Y'all
So,
ready?
do you think it's hard maintaining friendships while dating someone?
Yes, very difficult, especially if you're with someone that's highly insecure, which I feel like it's a very common thing in our LGBTQ community. Yeah.
Good point.
Have you had like one of your girlfriends like not like your friends?
Yeah, honestly. So she wasn't necessarily like that, but my friends didn't like her. So it was the opposite.
Interesting.
Yeah, right? And it is interesting because then you start thinking, like, why don't the people that actually know me like the person I'm with?
Right.
I think for me, that's one of the things that we learn, because from past experiences, you have to get to know who you're really with, right? Because, and that comes into play because if you're just with someone who doesn't know your friends or who isn't open to getting to know them, then she's not really interested in being a part of your life, right? In a sense, she's trying to, be the only attention. So now, moving forward, right, I think it's very important to be friends, getting to know them, and being around your friends, right? So there's no expectations. You kind of just like let things unfold. You get to know them. And then if they're your friends, and then there's more like that intimacy, that attraction, then you know that they're cool people that you could kick it with. They could kick it with your friends. And it's not that much of a change. You're not really changing who you are. It's just kind of like being added to your life.
That's what's up. That's different, you know? I feel like it's always like, sometimes we feel like we owe so much to certain friends and you stick to that and then you're never in like a serious or happy relationship. But it's like, fuck, like at what point do I choose myself, you know? So then you just, you know, but it's like give or take, right? Both sides. Like
it's part of being an adult, right? You know that you got your life going on, you got your, whatever you're doing, you got your shit going on, and then you got your friends, right? Those are the people you kick it with, and when you're single, right, like your friends are your family. You kick it with them, you go out with them. When you're in a relationship, you start doing that with them, but your partner doesn't have to like everything that you like. Right? Like, if you like certain type of music and maybe they don't like that music that much and you want to go to a concert with certain friends, then you should be able to go with those friends because you connect with them more with that music. You know, same with them. There's certain things that they might like. Maybe it's fucking going hiking. Maybe it's doing certain shit that you don't like.
Right.
Need a balance.
They should be able to go with their friends who enjoy the same things and kick it with them.
So you think it's important for your girl to go do her own thing? You don't got to be there every single time.
Nah, because
Yeah.
you add into each other, you know, you add into each other's lives. You're not taking over, bro.
Sorry, I didn't
Did you do that at a touchdown? You better do that at a touchdown.
Space.
Well, yeah, those are things that we learn in relationships, right? Like previous relationships, we have to learn. Like, what am I learning? So it's like, so you can take it to the next relationship. So I think balance.
It's all about growth, right? I mean, you don't know that till you actually go through with it, though, because you can't just say you know that off the bat, you know.
Exactly.
So it's cool though. For those of you who don't know, shit, take notes because it's serious.
And you don't really know your partner until, I mean, like, I don't
Until
really
never.
think yeah.
Till never.
I don't
you
think
will
there
never
is
truly
We're
know
constantly
someone.
changing, though. That's the thing, though. We can't expect anybody to
Be
be
the
the
same.
same. Like the person that you knew.
Snap.
The person you knew, like the person I was 2 years ago,
Not this.
is not the same person I am today.
Word.
Same with every individual. So it's like,
I feel like I grow every week.
Well, I mean,
No, deadass.
not everyone. I feel like I wish some people would fucking grow. You know, it's crazy the lost potential that's out in the world.
well, it's just the awareness, bro. It's the awareness, though. Some people don't. It's like the saying, if you knew better, you do better, right? Some people don't know because they want to cling on to what's comfortable.
That's what I'm saying. They're choosing not to know. Because everyone can know. It's just the matter of you choosing that you want to know. Because you can talk to someone and be like, and they'll be like, yeah, I know that. Like,
But
like-
they won't change it.
like a drug addict. You tell them, yo, like, you gotta stop doing drugs. You're gonna fucking end up homeless. If they don't really fucking, you know, choose to listen to your words, that shit's never gonna change. Guess what? They gonna end up homeless, even though they know they should stop doing drugs. Feel me? But so we're not gonna talk a whole lot of detail about the exes. But have you ever been caught by your parents?
What do you mean being caught by your parents?
Walked in on?
You was fucking.
Like
That's what
raw,
happened.
like deep in it.
You know what? For me, I've never had that experience. I think there's two options.
You're too fucking cool for school,
Either
eh?
they know to not like.
Don't fucking come in my room. You better not fucking
Don't
come in
lie,
my
Yummy. Don't
Not
lie.
3
Don't
times.
lie, Yummy.
and then whistle, huh?
Call me.
Nah, you know, I think these are two options. They've never walked in either because they can hear what's going on and they know not to open the door, or they just don't walk in because like.
So my ex-wife's mom walked in on us, and she walks in on us and doesn't stop like observing, like she was just watching. So I didn't stop either. I was like, we're just all gonna we're all just in here together, and
We're having a moment, huh?
yeah.
Wow.
But we're all
That
really
was
tight in
good.
that family. We were.
Oh, so it was cool then.
Yeah.
She was probably trying to get in on it.
I don't know. She was just kind of like, y'all need to be quiet. You know what I mean?
That's
She said, y'all need to be quiet. What you doing?
That's not how you do it.
Yeah. She was like, how do you know what you doing? she was very curious, you know.
Do you consider yourself a like real sexual person?
Yeah, highly sexual person.
What's your sign again?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. Is that like a thing?
Is that like
High,
really
high
confirming?
sex drive? Oh. You know those?
I'm a Gemini. My Mars is in Gemini, I think.
Okay, sorry, go on.
That's cool. Yeah, you know that.
She like
That's
studies that
awesome.
shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Really like that?
Oh, okay.
She'll read your palm too. Nah, I'm fucking with you. She's not doing that.
Psychic shit. Like, oh, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm a Scorpio.
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go. Scorpio talk. What's a Scorpio?
I don't know a lot about Scorpios. Just when people tell me that they think they know about Scorpios, I'm like, all right. So I bet you guys know more about.
I just have bad experiences with Scorpios. That's why I don't fuck
Really?
with Scorpios. Yeah.
Who hurt you?
You.
Tell us. Tell us.
Nah, I
Your
just
experience with the Scorpio, though. Tell us.
My ex was a Scorpio. She was a piece of shit. But I don't think that now, right? Because we're changing.
We're evolving.
There you go.
Nah, but yeah, she back in the day. This is like fucking 10 plus years ago, so it don't matter. But yeah, she was just a really mean person. She did a lot of nasty shit, like that. It's like no human should ever do, but it is what it is, right? We're just young and dumb. But
I want a refill, though, for real.
we can get a refill. Can we get a refill?
Cheers.
What about you guys?
What about
I
us?
want to know everything.
What about
Yeah,
us?
have you ever been walked in on
Hey,
before?
that's not-
Yes, I
Hey,
have.
we're not the ones
Alright,
getting
then I wanna know the
interrogated.
details.
We're not the ones getting interrogated here.
Oh.
It was me and her. We got walked in on actually. It was by my brother. Yeah, but I think he was drunk. So like he walked in, like he would always come home drunk, and like we were hanging out, whatever, and
You know, just hanging out, casual.
my brother walked in, and it was like dark though, and she was like up, and then she was like plopped down, and like I like threw the covers over us, and I was like, just stay here, just stay, shh, and he like looked in, and he was like, poosh, and I just closed it, and I was like, fuck it.
I've never been walked in on. I think probably my closest thing to that is like getting my mom catching me kiss a girl for the first time. But we weren't like fucking or nothing. We were in the car, so
How was it though? Was it weird?
it was the most terrifying thing that happened to me.
Yeah. I say I was like, I'm there with you right now.
You say you feel me on that? Is your family not really
Yeah, my family's not really in the picture because they're not accepting of me being a lesbian. It's just, but it's something that I've accepted, not necessarily like accepted, but I don't want to dwell on the fact that they're not gonna ever understand that. You know, like why hate? Why hate? All I can do is accept them for the way they are. You know?
Can I ask if they're older generation or younger generation?
Yeah, bro, super Catholic, Mexicans. Like, I'm first generation here, so. Yeah, so it's tough.
They're older, like a lot.
Yeah, they're like in their 50s, pushing 60s.
Yeah, that's old school. It's like
Mhm.
traditional fucking. They don't. It's like you're a sin. You're a walking sin.
Dead ass, just like that.
Do you like? What age did you ever come out or?
So, funny story, I never actually came out in high school. My mom found a letter from this girl who I had a crush on. And my mom literally, like, kept me up all night, kind of like bullying me, trying to tell me that I wasn't allowed to go to sleep until I accepted the fact that I was not going to be a lesbian. Like, I had to tell her that night that I was not going to be a lesbian in the morning. She was like, you're not going to bed until you can say that to me. So it was very traumatizing, and I think that's why I never really openly came out.
Yeah. That's deep. That's crazy. I feel like that's such a like underrated topic. You know,
A lot of
Like,
people
a
can
lot of
relate
people-
to that.
a lot of people go through that and they don't really talk about it because
Yeah, dude, it's just very hard. It's hard that, you know, your parents don't love you exactly for the way you are. You know, like you always kind of have to hide yourself. So how can you ever be comfortable in their home or visiting or coming around or sharing your problems? So, yeah.
it's crazy. What about you, Jan?
You know what? So, my parents as well, they're old generation. Well, my dad's not in the picture, but it's just my mom. So, single mom, raised by a single mom. But it was very hard for her to accept that I was gay because they're very close-minded. It's like it's more of the image that you're gonna give to the family, but at the end of the day, there comes a point that they have to understand that it's not their life. So
Right.
for me, I went a few months without actually talking to my mom when it first happened. Like, I lived in the same household, but I wasn't really engaging or having conversations with my mom. So that was hard. Um, until like it took. It's crazy that it took for her to have a few drinks and like to for her to like feel their conscience, maybe her conscience, or feeling not connected, not close to me, that she kind of accepted me while she was like drinking, and she didn't care whether I like females, that I was still the same person, and that felt good. So I was lucky enough for her to have a change of mind. So that was good for me.
I've never really came out, like, to my mom. I have, but like growing up, like your traditional Mexican, like, and it's like the very first time I got caught kissing a girl, my mom like flipped, like it was like the end of the fucking world type shit. And my dad at that, like when that incident happened, he was more like calm, and he was just like, this is really you, like I just want you to be honest with me. And I denied it because it was like my mom was like, fuck that, like she was gonna like switch me schools, like she didn't want me to do like anything to do with that girl. She's like, so that was that. And I got kind of always kept it a secret, like I never opened up after that until like obviously I kept getting older and went to college, and it's like I never brought a boy home. So my parents put two and two together, and it's like, but like I've never really introduced anybody to my family like, hey, this is my girlfriend. They just know.
See, you're so relatable.
And I think that's like a maybe not like it's like a Hispanic thing.
It is.
Because for our parents, they're so close-minded, they'd rather avoid the uncomfortable conversations than to address the issue. They'd rather avoid it, because for a few months, like I said, I would dress the way that I dress now, and I would get remarks or comments, and it's like, I don't need that from you too. And it's like they don't understand that they're doing more harm than helping. Right. So for me, it took my mom to change her mindset, but they don't understand how they affect us because they don't, they're not aware. And that's where like that,
because I never lived that.
Emotional intelligence comes in, of being aware of like your actions affect other people, especially your children, and our parents, most, at least for me, like my mom didn't have a really good, not like a good, but like a healthy, that's the word, healthy relationship. And then that keeps getting passed on, and, from generation to generation of, not being aware of how we're treating our children. Right. And that's where the, what's the word? Our childhood traumas, right? They when we don't address them and we don't heal from them, right? They come and they get triggered on in our relationships, in our intimate relationships.
I think it's just very important for LGBTQ parents to understand that the world's already such an ugly and hard place. They do not need to do that to their kids at home. It does not prepare us for anything. It just breaks us down, It's like
Good words, wise words. Yes, my mom's like on the like younger side, so my mom's like 42. So I think that's where her mentality comes in. When I did come out to her, I was also lucky enough that she was very accepting of it. But I was bringing home like a girl, but I was telling her it was my friend the whole time, like doing that thing. And like she would sleep over and stuff, and like my mom like had like an eye on her. And finally I was like, I don't want to like keep lying to you. And I was like, this is like who I'm dating. This is my girlfriend. And she's like, okay. And like, I don't know why, but I started crying. Like she wasn't even tripping.
Got emotional
But
as fuck.
yeah, she wasn't even tripping. She
You
was
about
like,
to start your
okay, probably. Or I was on it, shit, who knows. But yeah, she was like, it's okay, like it's all good. And I was like, all right, fuck. And I was like, my dad's not in my life, but I still wanted to tell him. And I was like, can you call my dad? I want to just tell him. Just to tell him. She was like, yeah. And so, like, I met up with him. There was a hat. Her hat was on my, like, dashboard in my car. And he was like, is that your boyfriend's hat? And I was like, no, it's my girlfriend's hat. And he was like, just, like, looked at me. And he was like, you know, I have, like, a lot of gay friends. And I was like, okay. And I was like, well, good talk. We went apart. And, yeah, I don't even really talk to him. But for some reason, I just wanted to tell him that.
Nice. My coming out story was bad though. My coming out story was bad.
Was it? Why? You got your ass beat?
I played sports all during high school, so in the morning I ended up forgetting my like gym bag in the house, and I was already running late. So I needed her to come drop it off. Right. So when she came and dropped off the bag, I was like, in the morning when I was walking into the bus, I was like, today's the day.
Today's the day.
Today's the day. And I walked my ass
On the calendar and everything.
I knew she was going to have to come. I needed my bag for practice.
She said, fuck, I'm late. I have to tell her now.
I was like, I can't get back in the house. I don't have a fucking key.
First and foremost, I'd like to ask you guys my very last question. And is it more important to know or to believe?
I think there is better to believe, because there's power in not knowing everything. You don't have to know everything. You know, I think there's a beauty in that. So if you believe, then that's greater. That's faith. You know? So, yeah.
Wise words.
Facts right there.
Well
Like
said.
that.
Same. I agree with Yami. I don't know. I say believing just has to do a lot with heart. So you don't have to know everything, like you said.
Sometimes not knowing certain shit is better, right? Is there anything that maybe you guys wanted to express, that you guys want to talk about, that maybe we haven't covered, or maybe that you think is important that people should know?
Quit buying fentanyl. Like, stop popping pills. Like, for real. That's hard. That's my thing.
We just lost someone to that. Same shit.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Crazy.
Awareness. Be aware. That shit, it's crazy.
It's hard.
It's crazy.
It's real.
An addict is an addict, and it's a hard thing. Like, it's an illness, and like, and then there's so many homeless kids right now, dude. It's just sad, you know.
I think it's a very sensitive topic, which he just covered.
Sure.
And I think that, you know, for me, I think that if we just learn to be more open-minded and just have less expectations of less control about what things should be and should not be, and just be more accepting of the people around us, I feel like the world could be a better place. You know, if we're just able to support each other by being ourselves, I think that just speaks volumes, you know, of your person.
And please go to our football games, April 2nd, our first game, home.
Yo, and we appreciate you guys having us out here. We had a lot of fun.
Thank
Yo,
you,
it was a
guys.
pleasure to have you guys.
You guys are amazing people.
You guys are a good vibe for sure. I'm having
Yo, follow their
fucking microphone
YouTube page.
malfunctions again.
Yeah, like
Yo,
their
yeah,
videos.
Follow their YouTube page. They're cool ass hosts. We had a good ass time out here, and I hope that you guys did too.
Hey, yeah, that was episode 7.
Our audience.
Listen to a full podcast
Peace
episode.
out. And we'll see you guys-
You guys do your Instagrams again, or where they can find you one more time?
Oh, yeah. Go for it.
Yo, my IG handle is YamiLex, so it's YMLX_12. Go follow your girl and, you know, keep up with my games. You want to go support me at my games, Phoenix Prowlers on IG.
Number
Support.
what?
And I'm number 50. I'm a linebacker, you know, and let's go.
I play corner. I'm number 3, Jojo Guzman. My handle is JOJO_JODY. Follow me on Instagram. You know what's up.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out. Oh, shit.
Hey,
Oh,
God
wow.
damn.
Oh, shit.
It happens every episode.
I'm not a fuck up, guys.